Our dreams, our awareness, and our will shall bring us victory over you. When it is said, I'll hold my arms open wide and shout to the world, we can all go outside. Don't give up hope, the end is in sight. If we stick together, we will all win this fight.
My name is Joyce, and I'm here to explain a short story about my life. Here you can see picture one. Before I came to SOS, this was my life. I used to live in such a house. Sometimes you could not even afford food. We get food once in a while. It was a life that no one would like to live. People there never cared about me. I used to be locked inside a house. But then I was taken to SOS, a loving home for every child, where I'm given shelter, clothing, and education. I was given parents. I have someone to call a mom, dad. I have brothers and sisters. I was taken to school, and now here I am, in life. I do believe that I reached this level. I'll graduate to one of the biggest universities. I get a degree. These blocks here is through SOS, the support they have given me. And now here, this is my future life. I do believe I'm going to build such a big house and buy one of the biggest and sweetest car, Harrier. And this, now I present to you my future house.
Casa su casa, cada día para grande. Y bonito esa vida, bonita mata. Tu nada mamá, mi cama cama. Chamo, chamo, mi casa su casa, cada día para grande. Así.
You will all agree with me that blood is thicker than water. But how thick is thick? Sometimes when things get tough, we have to get tougher. Anton Modarimi opposing the motion.
Mr. Speaker, a child brought up through kinship care gets to belong to a family. What I mean by belonging to a family, Mr. Speaker, is that not just a family, but a family of origin.
I'm sorry to say so, but this is the bitter truth, and we should face the reality is that for this same round, we should choose strangers for our own relatives and blood. Isaac Kimathi opposing the motion. I'm not only opposing the motion, but I'm also advocating for those children who have lost parental care and they are voiceless. These children face a lot of rejection from their kin. That is why the government is coming in handy, providing social agencies to these children through a foster carer so that they may bring up a well-rounded child. My fellow colleagues, I know you're all smart and you'll all agree to me that foster care provides a stable environment for this child. My fellow opponent from the other said that it is for their benefit. Why? Why should we deny these children a chance to get to study because going through hardships is for their benefit? There's someone who is outside there willing and able to pay for this child upkeep. Come on, guys, think about that.
Because even if you prove for the last 5 years, all the KCP and KCSE, those children who do well are those children who come from families that struggle. While you people who are being supported by the foster caregivers, you are being used to being given everything, so you are lazy and you relax. So I'm not going to agree that kingship parents are poor. I disagree.
According to the Kenyan guidelines for alternative care, it has defined kinship as care in a family environment where the child is looked after by his relatives in a long or a temporary basis. Kinship is seen to be the most natural care, alternative care, unlike in foster, which is artificial. I would like us to look at the alternative option. When we look at the alternative option, we see that kinship care comes, it has been ranked the first one, and foster care as the third of alternative care. Why is it natural? When we look, when before this child is handed over to the foster parent has to undergo through checkup, has to undergo through training and professionalization. The big question is, where is the child?
10 years ago, when I lost my parents, I remember I had nowhere to go. I had lost parental care, I had lost everything. But when SOS came in, they gave me the support that I needed. I got sisters and I got brothers. I received the love and care that I have. Ladies and gentlemen, let's be realistic. Have you not heard or have you not seen in the news and all over the media that the FGM is still on? Countries like Kajiado, Wajir, and the bitter fact is that those who are doing that thing are the kings, the relatives themselves. Imagine a tiny girl, an 8-year-old child, being married off to an old man because of wealth and cattle. Is it really fair? Girl seated over the other side, please cross over because put yourself in their shoe. Let's be realistic. Thank you.
The first speaker spoke of blood is thicker than water. I don't know whether she does biology, but 90% of that blood is made of water. 1. Foster care is well anchored in national laws, regional protocols, and international policy guidelines. Nationally, according to the Children's Act 2001, foster care is the placement of a child with a person who is not the child's relative, guardian, or parent, and is willing to undertake the care and maintenance of this child. An overview done by the Alternative Care Guidelines in Kenya shows that according to the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child, and regionally, according to the African Charter on the Rights and Welfare of the Child, the first priority of a child is to be cared for by his or her parents. Only when such care is inadequate should foster care be considered. The same guidelines state that foster care is legally recognized in the Children's Act 2001 in Part 11, Section 157 to 153 and Schedule 4. Unlike kinship care, which is a gentleman's agreement where no one is held responsible when they abandon and neglect this child.
I quote John Robinson as he said, "Do not trust everything you see, even salt looks like water." Fellow judges, I want to pose this question to you and my fellow opponents. Don't forget, like in Africa, kinship systems have been practiced alone for the longest time. Unlike in foster care, which has been the leading country that is practicing foster care is the United States of America. I, as the second proposer, I'll be basically focusing on the culture. This young one will preserve and enhance the culture. I would like to use an example of the late Mandela. This legend was brought up by his kinsmen, and everyone remember the legacy that Mandela left behind. Everyone still remember how Mandela fought for Africa. I will also bring Barack Obama to your attention. He was the first Black to be the president in the United States. And remember, he can speak in a fluent Luo, he knows Luo, and he's teaching himself Swahili too. So when you say that a child in kinship system cannot preserve and enhance the culture, that's a lie.
My name is Lucia Wanjiku, SOS Ambassador 2021 to 2022. I'm currently in Class 5 from SOS Children's Villages, Mombasa. I hope this message gets you well. What I want to tell you, if you have the potential, if you have the ability of doing something, then do it like your life depends on it, and you will be the best of the best. Thank you.
Hello. My name is Constant Mudarimi from SOS Children's Village, Mombasa. I am the current 2021 to 2022 SOS Ambassador. First, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the SOS organization for selecting me to be a voice for the children, furthermore an ambassador. I look forward to working with the SOS Kenya fraternity to ensure more inclusivity and participation when making the decisions that affect our lives. Thank you.